Welcome to Words of Wisdom, the channel where we explore the biographies, memorable life events, and insightful sayings of famous individuals. I'm your host, Saha, and today we delve into the profound quotes of one of history's greatest philosophers, Immanuel Kant. Immanuel Kant, a towering figure in the history of philosophy, was born in 1724 in Königsberg, Prussia. Growing up in a society marked by Enlightenment ideals, Kant embarked on a lifelong pursuit of knowledge and understanding, ultimately revolutionizing the field of philosophy. Kant's contributions span various branches of philosophy, but he is most renowned for his work in ethics, epistemology, and metaphysics. His writings continue to be studied and debated by scholars, making him one of the most influential thinkers of all time. Among his notable works, Critique of Pure Reason stands as a groundbreaking exploration of the limits and possibilities of human knowledge. In this monumental treatise, Kant seeks to uncover the nature of our understanding and the boundaries of reason itself. He challenged the prevailing views of his time, proposing that knowledge is not solely derived from experience but also shaped by our cognitive faculties. Another significant work by Kant is the groundwork of the metaphysics of morals. Here, he tackles moral philosophy, delving into the principles that guide human actions and exploring the concept of moral duty. Kant's ethical theory revolves around the notion of the categorical imperative, a principle that demands moral actions to be universalizable and based on rationality. Kant's philosophical ideas were revolutionary, providing a solid foundation for subsequent philosophical movements and shaping the way we perceive reality, ethics, and human cognition. His intellectual legacy continues to inspire and challenge contemporary thinkers, making his work as relevant today as it was during his lifetime. Immanuel Kant's philosophical ideas are beautifully encapsulated in his profound quotes, which provide glimpses into his thoughts on morality, knowledge, and human nature. Let's dive into some of these quotes and uncover their deeper meanings. Our first quote is, "Act only according to that maxim whereby you can at the same time will that it should become a universal law." This quote reflects Kant's moral philosophy and introduces the concept of the categorical imperative. Kant believed that moral action should be guided by principles that could be universally applied without contradiction. To understand this quote, we must consider the notion of maxims, which are personal principles or rules by which we govern our actions. According to Kant, for an action to be morally right, we should ask ourselves whether we can will that everyone follows that same principle in all similar situations. If the answer is yes, and the principle can be consistently applied, then the action is morally permissible. Kant's emphasis on universalizability urges us to consider the broader implications of our choices and their impact on society as a whole. It challenges us to think beyond our immediate desires and consider the long-term consequences of our actions. Another thought-provoking quote by Kant is, "We can judge the heart of a man by his treatment of animals." This quote sheds light on Kant's views on compassion and empathy, extending moral consideration not only to our fellow humans but also to the treatment of animals. Kant believed that our treatment of animals reflects our character and moral standing. It reminds us of the interconnectedness of all beings and emphasizes the importance of kindness and respect toward the creatures we share this planet with. These quotes exemplify Kant's philosophical principles and provide insights into his profound theories. They challenge us to examine our motives, consider the consequences of our actions, and extend moral consideration beyond ourselves. Now, let's explore practical examples to see how Kant's quotes can be applied in real-life situations, helping us navigate ethical dilemmas and make morally sound choices. Imagine a scenario where you're faced with the temptation to cheat on an important exam. Kant's quote, "Act only according to that maxim whereby you can at the same time will that it should become a universal law," can guide us in making a moral decision. To apply this quote, we must consider whether we can will that cheating becomes a universal law that everyone follows in similar situations. If we contemplate the consequences of a world where cheating is universally accepted, we would realize that it would undermine the fairness and integrity of the educational system. Therefore, according to Kant's categorical imperative, cheating would be deemed morally wrong. This example demonstrates how Kant's quote challenges us to think beyond our immediate desires and consider the universal implications of our actions. It encourages us to prioritize moral principles and uphold fairness and honesty, even when faced with personal temptations. Let's consider another scenario. You have a colleague who consistently mistreats their subordinates. According to Kant's quote, we can judge the heart of a man by his treatment of animals. We can apply this quote to human interactions as well. By observing how someone treats those who are vulnerable or under their authority, we can gain insight into their character and moral disposition. If a person displays kindness, respect, and empathy towards others, it reflects a compassionate and morally upright nature. Conversely, if they exhibit cruelty, disrespect, or exploitation, it raises concerns about their ethical values. Kant's quote encourages us to pay attention to the treatment of all beings, whether human or animal, as it provides valuable information about an individual's moral compass and capacity for empathy. These examples illustrate how Kant's quotes can guide us in making ethical choices and navigating complex moral dilemmas. They remind us to consider the broader implications of our actions, uphold universal principles, and prioritize the well-being and dignity of all beings. Immanuel Kant's intellectual legacy extends far beyond his lifetime, as his ideas continue to shape and influence philosophical thought to this day. Let's explore the lasting impact of Kant's work and how it has left an indelible mark on various fields of study. Kant's philosophical contributions revolutionized the field of ethics, epistemology, and metaphysics. His emphasis on reason, autonomy, and moral principles has profoundly influenced subsequent philosophical movements and thinkers. One notable figure influenced by Kant's ideas is John Rawls, a prominent political philosopher. Rawls built upon Kant's concepts of fairness and justice, developing the influential theory of justice known as justice as fairness. He incorporated Kantian notions of moral reasoning and universalizability into his theory, advocating for a just society that upholds equal rights and opportunities for all. Another influential thinker inspired by Kant is Jürgen Habermas, a renowned sociologist and philosopher. Habermas draws upon Kant's ideas of rational communication and the public sphere to develop his theory of communicative action. He emphasizes the importance of dialogue, rational discourse, and inclusive public deliberation in democratic societies. Kant's ideas have transcended the boundaries of philosophy and have made a significant impact in various disciplines. For instance, his concept of the noumenal and phenomenal realms has influenced the field of psychology, particularly in discussions on human perception and consciousness. Moreover, Kant's work has also resonated with artists and scholars in the realms of literature, aesthetics, and art theory. His thoughts on beauty, sublime, and the role of the imagination have shaped our understanding and appreciation of art and aesthetics. Kant's intellectual contributions have left an enduring legacy, inspiring generations of thinkers to explore and expand upon his ideas. His emphasis on reason, morality, and universal principles continues to challenge and shape our understanding of human nature, society, and the nature of knowledge. Today, Kant's ideas remain relevant and continue to guide contemporary discussions on ethics, political philosophy, and epistemology. His philosophy encourages critical thinking, rigorous analysis, and a deep reflection on the nature of our existence and moral obligations. Today, we explored the profound quotes of Immanuel Kant, a philosopher whose insights continue to resonate with us. His emphasis on moral principles, universalizability, and the inherent worth of all beings encourages us to reflect on our choices and strive for a more ethical society. I hope you found these quotes and their explanations enlightening. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Words of Wisdom for more inspiring content. Thank you for joining me today. Remember, as we navigate life's journey, let us seek wisdom and inspiration from the words of great minds like Immanuel Kant. Until next time, stay curious, stay wise, and I'll see you soon.